Always late, always rushed. What if one habit could change your entire life? Punctuality is not just being on time, it's a mindset. Welcome to English Odyssey. Motive. Let's unlock the 15 punctuality habits of highly successful people. Chapter 1. Foundation of Punctual Living Habit. They respect time like money. Successful people understand one powerful truth. Time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. This mindset changes everything. For them, every minute matters. Whether it's a business meeting, a gym session, or a family dinner, they show up on time not just to be polite, but because they treat time like currency. They track how they spend their hours the same way others track dollars. Wasting time is like throwing money out the window. So they plan their day, stay alert to the clock, and never take a few minutes late lightly. It's not about being rigid, it's about being accountable. When they respect their own time, others respect it too. Have you ever waited for someone who showed up late without even a proper apology? It's frustrating, right? Successful people avoid being that person. They show respect by being punctual to meetings, to calls, to commitments. They know it builds trust, credibility, and even influence. This respect for time also extends to how they treat others. If someone gives them 10 minutes, they make those 10 minutes count. They don't scroll through their phones or show up distracted. They're present, prepared, and productive. That's what sets them apart. And here's the key: you don't need to be a millionaire to live like this. Start by tracking your time. Pay attention to how long tasks really take. Be honest with yourself. The more you treat your time like something precious, the more productive and powerful your days will become. Habit 2. They plan tomorrow today. Highly successful people don't wake up and wing it. They go to bed with a plan. They visualize tomorrow before it even begins. This habit of planning the next day the night before gives them a major head start. Think about it. When you wake up with a clear mission, your brain is already warmed up. You don't waste your morning figuring things out, you're ready to act. That saves time, reduces stress, and boosts confidence. One small win in the morning can lead to bigger victories throughout the day. Planning ahead doesn't mean packing every hour with tasks, it means choosing what really matters. What are your top 3 goals tomorrow? What calls or meetings can't be missed? What will you do first thing after you wake up? By answering these questions before bed, you sleep better and wake up sharper. Successful people often use journals, apps, or even sticky notes to plan. The tools don't matter, the mindset does. They know time doesn't wait for them, so they take control of it. That's what makes them different. It's not about being busy, it's about being intentional. So tonight, before your head hits the pillow, ask yourself, what does my successful tomorrow look like? Write it down, prepare your clothes, set your schedule. You'll be amazed at how powerful that one habit can be. Habit 3. They use alarms and reminders wisely. Let's be honest, alarms are not just for waking up. Successful people use reminders as tools to stay on time, stay focused, and stay in control. Their phone isn't just a distraction, it's a weapon of productivity. Whether it's setting a reminder 10 minutes before a meeting or using alarms to switch between deep work sessions, they automate their awareness. They don't rely on memory, they rely on systems, and that's why they rarely miss anything important. This habit is about more than just technology, it's about discipline. It's easy to hit snooze on a reminder, but successful people treat each alert like a doorbell to action. If something pops up, they respond, reset, or prioritize. They don't just swipe and ignore, they also use calendar apps wisely. Google Calendar, Notion, Apple Reminders. It doesn't matter what app. They color code tasks, block out focused time, and leave room for breaks. The result: less stress, fewer surprises, and way more control over the day. Even more interesting, they build backup systems, a reminder on their phone and a sticky note on the desk. A daily schedule printed and digital redundancy keeps them sharp. It's not obsession, it's optimization. Want to be like them? Set alarms for more than just waking up. Remind yourself when it's time to read, exercise, take breaks, or even reflect. Build your own system. Soon, you'll start seeing time as something you manage, not something you chase. Habit 4. They say no to time wasters. This one's tough, but powerful. Successful people protect their time like it's gold. And one way they do that is by learning to say a firm but respectful no. They don't attend every meeting, they don't take every call, they don't get sucked into endless group chats or gossip. Why? Because they understand that not every request deserves their time. They prioritize what matters most: goals, relationships, health, and growth. Every yes to a distraction is a no to your goals. That's how they think. They don't feel guilty about declining a lunch that doesn't align with their priorities or walking away from small talk when there's deep work to do. This doesn't mean they're rude, they're just clear. Saying no is a skill. It takes courage, but it gives freedom. Freedom to focus, freedom to think, freedom to be present with what truly matters. That's how they stay punctual. They remove the unnecessary so they can be fully engaged in the essential. Here's a tip. Before you say yes to anything, ask, is this the best use of my time right now? If the answer's no, don't feel bad. You're choosing your future over someone else's agenda. That's not selfish. That's smart. Habit 5, they start early. Always early. Birds don't just catch worms, they catch opportunities, peace of mind and mental clarity. Successful people are often early risers, and for good reason. They understand that the morning hours set the tone for everything that follows. Waking up early gives them time to think, plan, and act before the world gets loud. It's a moment of stillness that fuels momentum. No distractions, no chaos, just you, your goals, and a head start on everyone else. But it's not just about waking up early, it's about starting early in every area. They show up early to meetings, they finish projects before the deadline, they start preparing long before the pressure kicks in. This reduces stress and builds a reputation for reliability. Think of someone you admire. Are they always late? Probably not. Their success isn't luck, it's preparation. And preparation takes time. Early time, quiet time, intentional time. Want to build this habit? Start with 15 minutes. Wake up 15 minutes earlier than usual. Arrive 15 minutes before your next meeting. Begin your project a week in advance. You'll soon feel the power of being ahead, not behind. Chapter 2. Mastering time through daily discipline. Habit 6. They break big tasks into small wins. Successful people don't get overwhelmed by massive goals. They break those goals into bite-sized, doable chunks. Why? Because big goals can feel intimidating, but small wins feel achievable, and they build momentum fast. Let's say someone wants to write a book. Instead of stressing over 200 pages, they focus on writing just 2 pages a day. That's how winners think. They don't wait for motivation. They create progress through daily action. This habit helps them stay punctual because it removes delay. When you break tasks into smaller pieces, it's easier to start on time and finish on time. You don't need 3 hours of perfect focus. You just need 15 minutes of real action. That's how successful people make time their friend. They also celebrate those small wins. Completing a checklist item, sending an email, preparing a slide. All these little victories make a huge difference, and celebrating keeps them motivated. If you feel stuck or overwhelmed, take a step back. Break your big task into smaller parts. Give each part a deadline and don't wait until you're in the mood. Get moving and the motivation will follow. Habit 7, they always prepare. The night before. Punctuality isn't just about showing up, it's about showing up ready. Highly successful people take time each night to prepare for the next day, whether it's setting out clothes, packing their bag, reviewing schedules, or planning meals. They believe preparation is everything. Think about how much smoother your mornings are when everything is in place. You don't waste time choosing outfits or searching for keys. You're not rushing or panicking. You're calm, confident, and ahead of the game. This habit creates peace. Successful people don't want stress in their mornings. They want energy and direction. So they reduce decisions at the start of the day by making those decisions the night before. That's real-time management. Even 5 minutes of preparation can save you an hour of chaos. That's why this habit works so well. It removes surprises, increases punctuality, and builds a sense of control. And when your day starts strong, it usually ends strong too. Tonight before you go to bed, ask, what can I do right now that will make tomorrow easier? then do it. That's what winners do. They don't just live day by day, they prepare to win every single day. Habit 8, they use the power of time. Blocking. Successful people don't just make to-do lists, they schedule their day using time blocks. That means setting specific time slots for specific tasks. It's like making an appointment with yourself and keeping it. Instead of saying, I'll write my report today, they say, I'll write from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. That one change brings massive focus. Why? Because what gets scheduled gets done. Time blocking also reduces multitasking, a major productivity killer. When you know you only have 45 minutes to complete something, you're less likely to scroll, chat, or drift off. You enter deep work mode, and that's where real results happen. Successful people treat their calendar like a map. It tells them where they're going and how they'll get there. And it's not just work tasks, they block time for workouts, meals, family, even relaxation. That balance keeps them energized and on time throughout the day. If you want to start time blocking, try this. Each morning or the night before, list your top priorities. Assign each one a time slot. Set a reminder for each. Stick to it. You'll feel more in control and far more productive. Habit 9, they value their mornings. Morning routines are a secret weapon for successful people. They understand that the way you start your day often determines how the rest of the day goes. That's why they protect their mornings like gold. Most high achievers don't begin their day by checking emails or scrolling social media. Instead, they invest in themselves first. That might mean journaling, exercising, reading, meditating, or setting goals. These small but powerful routines create clarity, confidence, and calm. This habit helps them stay punctual throughout the day. A centered morning leads to focused decisions, clear priorities, and less wasted time. They don't wake up reacting to the world, they wake up ready to lead. And here's the truth, you don't need 2 hours and a fancy yoga mat to have a morning routine. Even 15 minutes of focused, you time can shift your entire mindset. The goal is to start your day on your terms, not on the world's demands. If you want to boost your punctuality, don't rush your mornings, design them, own them. Make time to fuel your body and your mind. You'll feel more energized, more intentional, and way more on time. Habit 10. They set boundaries around their time. Successful people don't let others control their schedule. They know their time is valuable, so they protect it with firm boundaries. That means saying no to last-minute requests. It means turning off notifications during focused work time. It means setting office hours for when they're available and sticking to them. These boundaries aren't about being rude, they're about being effective. Punctual people aren't just on time for things, they're also on time for themselves. They don't allow their calendars to be filled with meaningless meetings or low-priority distractions. Every yes is intentional, every minute has a purpose. This habit also teaches others how to treat you. When you respect your own time, people start respecting it too. You'll stop being the person everyone calls for unimportant tasks and start being the person they admire for your focus and consistency. Creating boundaries doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means building a structure that helps you thrive. Structure creates freedom, and freedom creates results. Want to try this? Start by setting do not disturb hours each day. Let people know when you're available and when you're not. Use that time to focus on what truly matters. That's how you build a punctual, productive, and powerful life. Chapter 3. Winning every day with punctual habits. Habit 11. They respect other people's time. Highly successful people understand a simple but powerful truth. Your time is not more valuable than anyone else's. That's why they show up on time, respond promptly, and follow through with what they say. They know that when you're late or unprepared, you're not just wasting your own time, you're wasting someone else's too. And in the world of success, trust is everything. Being punctual builds trust, being late breaks it. Whether it's arriving for a meeting, submitting a report, or calling someone back, they act as if every commitment matters because it does. This respect earns them admiration, loyalty, and a reputation for being reliable. Let's be honest, people. Remember how you treat their time, If you're always late, cancel last minute or act like you're too busy, they'll stop trusting you. But if you're dependable, they'll want to work with you, promote you, or follow your lead. If you want to be more punctual, start by honoring others. Time, be early, be prepared, and always say thank you when someone gives you their attention. Respect builds relationships, and relationships build success. Habit 12. They live by the 2-minute rule. Successful people don't wait to do things later. If something takes less than 2 minutes, they do it right now. This is called the 2-minute rule. And it's a game changer for staying punctual. Why? Because small tasks often pile up and turn into stress. A quick reply, a short reminder, a file upload. When ignored, these tiny actions become distractions and delays. But when handled immediately, they keep your workflow clean and your mind clear. Let's say you get an email asking for a quick confirmation instead of thinking, "I'll reply later." Successful people just hit reply and send it now. Done. That's one less thing hanging over their head. That's one more step toward being on time. This habit trains your brain to take action quickly. You become a person who moves, not a person who waits. And that momentum carries into everything: your projects, your schedule, your communication. Everything flows better. To use the 2-minute rule, ask yourself all day long, can I do this right now in 2 minutes or less? If the answer is yes, do it. Don't add it to a list. Don't overthink it. Just do it and move on. You'll be amazed at how much lighter and more punctual your day becomes. Habit 13. They embrace the power of saying no. Here's a hard truth: you can't be on time for everything if you say yes to too much. That's why successful people protect their punctuality by saying no, often and clearly. They don't feel guilty about it. They know that every time they say yes to something unimportant, they risk being late or distracted on something important. That's not selfish. That's strategic. It's easy to get caught in the trap of overcommitting. We want to please people, avoid conflict, or take every opportunity. But high achievers know their limits. They choose their priorities and stick to them. That's how they stay focused on time and in control. They don't say no with anger. They say it with respect. Thank you for thinking of me, but I can't commit to that right now. Simple, clear, strong. If you find yourself always running late or missing deadlines, ask yourself, am I saying yes to too many things? Is my schedule full of things that don't matter? Remember, saying no to others is often saying yes to your goals. Make space for what truly matters and show up on time, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. Habit 14, they focus on energy, not just time. Successful people know this secret. Time management means nothing without energy management. You might have 10 hours in your day, but if you're drained, tired, or scattered, you won't use them well, and being on time will feel harder and harder. That's why punctual people also take care of their bodies and minds. They get sleep, they stay hydrated, they eat smart, they move their bodies, they take breaks. All of this fuels their ability to be on time and on point. Think about it. How many times have you been late just because you were exhausted, overwhelmed, or distracted? Energy affects everything, and high achievers treat their energy like a battery they need to charge daily. They plan work around their energy peaks. If they're most alert in the morning, they do the hardest tasks. Then if they feel sluggish in the afternoon, they schedule lighter work or take a walk. It's not about working more, it's about working smarter. If you want to improve your punctuality, start with your habits around sleep, food, and movement. A rested mind is a sharp mind. A healthy body is a powerful tool. Fuel your energy and time will start working in your favor. Habit 15, they reflect and reset every week. The most successful people don't just keep moving, they pause to reflect. Every week they look back at what worked, what didn't, and how they can improve. This reflection habit keeps them punctual, productive, and growing. It's like checking the compass before continuing the journey. Without it, you might be going fast, but in the wrong direction. Successful people don't just want speed, they want alignment. During their weekly reset, they ask questions like, where was I late or rushed this week? What distracted me the most? What systems helped me stay on time? What should I do differently next week? Then they make adjustments. They don't beat themselves up, they level up, and that's why they're always ahead of the curve. You can do this too. Set aside 30 minutes each weekend. Journal your thoughts, update your calendar, clean your workspace. This simple ritual resets your mind and creates space for better decisions. When you reflect regularly, punctuality becomes natural. You catch bad patterns before they become habits. You stay proactive instead of reactive. You stay in control of your time and your future. Success doesn't happen by accident, it's built on habits. Tiny choices you make every single day in punctuality. It's one of the most powerful habits you'll ever develop. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your life completely transform. Thanks for watching. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Odyssey. Motive, the place where motivation meets action and success becomes your story. New videos every day. Stay tuned, stay motivated, stay